Today I'll be talking about the case of Maryam Sanda and the growing persecution of men in Africa or in the African society, Nigeria particularly. Who is Maryam Sanda? Maryam Sanda is this woman that was accused and charged to court for murdering her husband, and she was found guilty by the court, and eventually the judge sentenced her to death by hanging. Even though I heard that there is appeal, an appeal has been filed for him, has been filed in favor of her. Rather, but apart from that, but since yesterday, every discussion, whether the physical discussions and the face-to-face discussion and online discussions, right? There has been people that have been having pity on this woman. Of course, as human being, knowing that someone is going to die very soon, and not just that, he or she been diagnosed for some disease that maybe like cancer, that the doctor is telling you, okay, this person is going to die in 5 days or in 10 days time. No, it's different. He is going, or she is going to be killed. We also know, passing through the deaths, the killing mode of death is not going to be an easy experience. So it is normal for people to feel for him, to feel for her. But the problem now is that I've seen a couple of people, not only a couple, right? A ton of people saying, "Oh, I wish she can be forgiven. I wish the nation can forgive her. I wish the family of our deceased husband can forgive her. I wish they can just use this to warn her." People are just wishing or wanting her to be released, right? But I'm speaking like, let me speak this way. The point is that even though Maryam claimed that she didn't kill her husband, right, that the broken shisha bottle actually stuck or stabbed her husband while they were dragging phone or something with each other or something like that. While they were engaging themselves physically, when they were having some physical combat with themselves in their house. But people are saying, okay, this woman should be released, this woman should be that, this woman should be this. The point is, there has been a lot of cases that if a man has been in this case, if a man has been in the shoes of Maryam Sanda and he is being sentenced to death for killing her spouse, for killing his spouse, people will be saying he should be killed. Domestic violence, a whole lot of things like that. But now a woman is in such shoes, people are feeling like, you should be released. She's a woman. Nonsense, man. I'm not saying. The point is that I think we should let the law take its course at times, especially on cases like this. You see, I think there is this global ideology now that anything a woman do, we see women as weak souls. Of course, that's true. Physically, they are weaker souls, physically, but mentally they are not. I don't think they are weaker souls. Even though men have more intelligence, even though a lot of people might not agree with that, but that's not what I'm here to discuss about. The point is that I don't think women are weaker mentally. So that is it. Saying women are emotional, they are this, they are that. The point is that whether they are emotional or they are not, a life has been lost to this, and we should let the law take its course. Anybody that needs to be punished for it should be punished. People are going, and this thing is not, and the reason why I'm actually making this video is because the same thing happened during the Busola Dakolo's time, and people were not even waiting for the investigation of the law or investigation of the policemen and women. People started, crucifying this pastor or the person that was accused to have raped someone else. That these pastors are these pastors are that, and apart from that, they were blaming this pastor like as if he has been proven to have actually raped the woman, whether he raped her or not. The point I'm trying to make is that people not seeing a proof beyond reasonable doubt, people don't even care to know whether the story is true or false. I'm talking of the Busola's case now. People don't even care whether the story is true or false. As far as it is coming from a woman, they believe it's true. She says she is raped. Everybody is just crucifying. Can you imagine that? What the fuck? So the same thing is happening during this Maryam Sanda's time as well, and a lot of things like that. There is another case. Another case is that of a girl, a girl in Futa, Federal University of Technology, Akure. That girl was bullied by some of our by a lot of by about 3 or 4 of our colleagues. There were about 3 or 4, a guy and 2 girls, a guy and 2 girls, or a guy and 3. I just know there's a guy there. So when the school apprehended them, the video, there's a video of them surfaced online where they were beating this girl, this weak girl that were beating them. After the video surfaced online, the Futa, what's the name? The Futa administration, or let me say the VC, and the people making the decision of the school, they ordered for these students to be arrested, and they should be locked up in the school security unit, right? And after they have been locked up in the school security unit, a lot of students actually went there, protesting, saying they want to beat them, right? And you can hear a lot of these guys saying, leave all these guys alone, bring that guy, we have to beat that guy. Why? This guy in the video slapped the girl that was bullied. The other girls were whipping him with a thick stick, with a log of wood, or one was holding a mopping stick, was beating her with a mopping stick, right? So the person that was beating someone with a mopping stick, he said they should leave her alone just because she's a woman, right? And the person who slapped her with a hand, none is actually better, none is good. None of that is good against someone else who hasn't actually done something punishable, right? Because they couldn't explain something. It is just the issue of gossip that actually happened, but that's not the case here. The point is that they beat the girl, and they harassed her, they bullied her physically, without any reason, for no reason. Just the issue of hate, is disrespectful. She's disrespectful. She said this about me. She said that about me. So that is it. So people want to forgive the woman after doing terrible things just because she's a woman, right? And they are ready to punish the man or persecute the man, no matter without even caring how bad what she has done to a woman is, or whether he has actually done that thing or not. And if we don't tame this thing, I think this thing is going to come to swallow us. I think this thing is like something that we have absorbed from the white society, because if you go to local places, I'm not gonna lie to you, I grew up in a ghetto in Ibadan, right? And this place, when anything happens between a man and a woman, they won't treat someone there because you're a man, no, the man will narrate what happened, or will make a statement of what happened. The woman will make a statement, and then they will judge. They won't just say, why would you slap her because this is a woman? What has the woman done? Actually, you are not supposed to slap someone like that, but there is a case where a woman actually hits her husband just before his high ball like this, and at the end of the day, the man beat her up. The woman came out in the middle of the night, shouting all around, saying her husband beat her. When they asked them to narrate the case, everybody was dumbfounded that you were shouting that you were being beaten. But let's just leave that aside. I don't want to go off points about this Maryam Sanda thing, right? If the law said she should be released, fine. And if the law said it should take its course by maybe with the right judgment, whether it's imprisonment, maybe it is a community service, and maybe it's execution, so be it. So as the law says, as the lordship of the law pleases. We are not learning learning productive things from the white society, from the Western society. We are learning the things that can destruct or that can destroy us. We are not learning to absorb a new innovation of technology. We are not learning to absorb a new innovation of business. We are not learning to absorb all these things. But when it comes to all these ideologies, that doesn't make sense. Ideology actually is the foundation of all these things, right? That's because that's what is going to be running in the head of every citizen. So if we are not absorbing the right ones, let me tell you, it is going to be disastrous for us. I think Africans need to do something about that. So this Maryam Sanda case and any other case that is related to it, I think men shouldn't be persecuted when issues happen between men and women. Due investigation should be made, and whenever a woman is supposed to be punished when she has offended in a case or in an incident that involves a man and a woman, she should be punished as well. But saying a woman should be unjustly released or unjustly left unpunished, when in such case, if a man is to be in such shoes, we all are going to be against him. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. It is going to come to swallow up the society, and that is going to add up to one of the it's going to add up to one of the problems that we're trying to solve: the problem of tribalism, the problem of religious difference, hitting on each other because of religious difference, the problem of betraying each other, not wanting another man to be successful, right? The problem of a region trying to hold power to themselves, the problem of some people using religion as an excuse to kill other people, right? Those are societal problems. Those are psychological societal problems, right? If we add this as well to it, no, we have enough problems already. We need to do something about this. I'm actually saying this, so that anyone who watches this video is going to be aware and know what is going on. That is it. That's all I have got to say.